What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Whew, this was a good episode of The Shy. I am so sad to see that next week will be the finale. But bitch did not fucking say. Okay, listen. So, I'm just gonna go case by case. Let's just get Emmett out the way right quick because Emmett, Jada, this is the shit that I was talking about. You have to be careful about who the fuck you bring around your kids, okay? Not only do you have to be careful who you bring around your kids, who you lay down and have kids with, okay? Emmett, excuse me. This situation is forcing him to grow the fuck up, okay? Yes, it is. Because, Sonny was talking to him, what's going on, how you doing with your kids and all that stuff. When we first see him, he got on these brand new sneakers or whatever. And um he was like Tiffany giving him a runaround, doing all this stuff, trying to put down these rules about when he can see EJ and you gotta give her 200,000, not 200,000, $200 just to see him, I guess, for child support every month or every 2 weeks or whatever like that. And I already knew he wasn't making that much. But see, he the type of motherfucker that don't know how to prioritize his shit. He put his sneakers and stuff over his kids. Now here's my thing. If she's asking for $200 what a month or whatever, what is the other baby mamas asking for? What do he do for the other two baby mamas that we don't see? This whole story, I hope when season 2 comes back, we get to go a little bit more in depth with Emmett and hear the voices of, and see the other kids and see his interaction with his other kids. Do he care for them? Do he have a good reputation with a good flow with the moms and all this stuff? Because we only focused on this one. And baby, I'm gonna need Emmett to get custody of EJ, okay? Because Tiffany is doing the fucking most. He was trying to, figure out how he gonna get this money. He was like, maybe I can talk to your brother. Sonny said, hell no, because that motherfucker is like a cancer that you do not want to have, okay? Don't fuck with that nigga. He ain't the right one. Bitch, he made the sacrifice in his eyes by selling his shoes to get the money. He went to that check and go place, what probably was a cat currency and change or whatever. And these two ladies who was up in that meeting that Tracy went to last week, they sitting up in there talking, and I said rude bitches. Now see, I ain't never ever shit like this be happening, but I ain't never been to nobody place where they just be rude as fuck talking about they whole girl. You gotta get this, put this lie on your head. No, because it's gonna dry your shit out. Okay, you need to do this stuff. Mind you, it is a long line of people and you getting your attitude and your feelings when the customer is like, well, damn, can you help me? Okay, fuck, it's a long line of people. Then gonna come at him when he said, wait a minute, my check is short because he was trying to cash his check. And gonna say something, the race went up. Okay, that's thing. And it was like, you jacking people for they shit already. Well, you need to go over there to the hustlers and this and, with your little short ass, weak ass check. You ain't have to do all that. That's unprofessional as fuck. So, you can already tell they don't give a damn about their job. And Emmett goes to the park. He then gave up his shoes. I guess he went and sold them to get some money. He got on some flip flops and he see Tiffany, she notices his shoes, and then he was like, I know this situation between us is partly and probably mostly my fault because I didn't step up in the beginning, but I'm here now and I want to work it out. I want to see EJ, I want to be a part of his life. I want to help you out and all that. And so he gave her some money. He said it ain't much, but it's a start. She was like, she didn't even look at it. She just put it in her pocket like, bitch, I got your ass. Now see, this I like the fact that they put this in here because this is what happens sometimes, and this is why a lot of men say that child support ain't shit but trying to take shit from them, and especially when they get on the system with the courts, because we see Emmett was talking about maybe he was gonna try to go to court, file something and get a lawyer, whatever. Sonny was telling him, bitch, you ain't got no money, okay? They gonna take money from you just to get a lawyer, and then the court's gonna take 20% off of that. All right. And so he trying to do what he think is best, and then she gonna say, there go EJ over there with Dak. That's his name, the dude that she with, right? And was like, EJ love him. I said, why would you throw that shit up in his face like that? That was some trifling shit. She didn't need to do that. And then he giving him the baby and gonna say something, yo, I'm gonna help you out with you trying to see your son and all that. Just give me $100 off the a extra bill a month, $100. I said, bitch, if you don't get your punk ass out of here so y'all can smoke that shit up, I bet you I would not be surprised if Dak has got Tiffany out here running tricks and shit. The way he tried to get that money from him, he got her doing other shit, and I wouldn't be surprised. And see, that's some fuck shit. Like, you just gotta be careful. This why sometimes these niggas be pissed off. They try to do the right thing. Some of them try to do the right things, and they know that their baby mamas ain't shit. Okay, you literally have to be aware of who it is that you fuck around with and who you reproduce with, because either the baby mama ain't gonna be shit trying to take the money for themselves, for the kids or whatever, and have the baby living in squalor, but you taking my check and you doing this and doing that, your hair, your nails, and all this shit done, but my kid's still in, my kid is 1.5 years old and he's still wearing 3-month old fucking onesies and shit, squeezing up in that shit, bitch. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Then you got the shit with the dudes that just don't want to be apart. So it's like you just got to be careful these days. And his situation is fucked up. And when he finally get EJ for the night because they was going out to a concert, um, EJ, they come up on Jada. She's on the porch, and I guess he had him outside trying to, rock him to sleep or whatever, tying him out. And she was like, "I see what you're doing. I'm proud of you." He said, "Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to step up, trying to take care of my responsibilities." She was like, "That's good," which makes me a little bit more easier and okay with telling you the news that I gotta tell you. And he was like, "What news is this?" The fact that she got a new job offer and is director of nursing, sort of like what she been doing at the old facility where she got fired from. But the problem is it's in Seattle. I said, damn. You know, at this point, Emmett don't have enough money to make. He can't make it on his own. He can't make it on his own. He don't have the money for it. Okay, so what is he gonna do? Like, it's just throw a monkey wrench in the plan. Mind you, with Jada, she was over there helping Miss Ethel steal, and she thought, the whole thing about, she saw Ronnie. Ronnie then came in. Ronnie had this epiphany. He said, "Fuck it, shit, bitch. I'm finna shave all my beard off and get a nice little mustache going, little goatee right here, beard or whatever." And I said, "You know what? Beards and hats and shit really do something. It literally changes the appearance of a person. And glasses. You can look one way with glasses, take that bitch off, and you be like, put them glasses back on. You take them beards off. Sometimes it's like a Houdini fucking trick, bitch. Okay? You be fine as fuck with a beard, take that beard off, and you be like, please grow your beard back, okay? But it took so many years off of him. Um, and so, she was like, "I got fired because of the shit that you helping your ass." Cause she was like, "You looking better." He said, "I feel better." And he is walking around. His skin look like it's clearing up. He looked better because that dude fixed him up. And then she said, "Don't tell Miss Ethel because they're gonna try to get somebody else to come up in here. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna try to stay on as long as I can. But if they get somebody else to come in, they're not gonna be just as sympathetic as I am. They probably gonna try to recommend to the state that she be put in the home." And he was like, "She not gonna go in the home or don't want to go in the home." Exactly. So she's sacrificing a lot because she grown to love that lady, even though that lady fucked around and was talking all that shit. Old people talk shit, and sometimes that's their way in their old age of showing you that they care about you. And Ethel figured out what was going on. She thought that Jada was trying to leave and get rid of her or get away from her, and Jada had to tell her, "No, I just got laid off, so I'm trying to find something else." And she figured it was because she helped Ronnie, and so she was like, "Give me that cigarette box." She said, "Maybe you ain't got time to be start smoking again." She said, "Girl, just give me the box." She had some money in there and she gave it to her, and Jada was like, "I can't take this. I got my own savings." She was like, "It's the least I can do." And I love the way their storyline is coming full circle. When we first see him, Ethel was being a bitch to her, at least we thought, and now we see that, she appreciate her. She's grown to appreciate her, and they all trying to help each other out. And so, After all that, we saw Ronnie. He was over there before he shaved his stuff off. He was looking at this little memorial that they had to Coogee, and I guess this is what made him think that it's time to grow the fuck up and man up and do the right thing. That's when he went and shaved his beard off. Um, he asked his friends to come over there to the house. Bitch, I don't know what they was trying to do, trying to care for him or whatever. Bitch, Ethel said, first of all, who the fuck told you to bring these niggas up in the house? Okay, they look like they ain't up to no good. At least this one got some manners. That one looked like he on that shit. I said, what the fuck? It was like you trying to rob me here. She threw the purse and she said, I ain't got no motherfucking money. Go on here and take what you got. And I don't get my check until next week. I said, Miss Ethel, why tell them that you gonna get your check next week so they can be back next week to get your check? Okay? She pulled that shotgun out and she said, get the fuck up out of here. You too, bitch. I said, you know what? Old people. Ronnie wasn't phased not one bit by the whole thing. She had that shotgun pointed dead at him. Grandma, put the shotgun down. Old people, right? But we gonna put a pause on that one, okay? What else happened that I read? Brandon and Jerica, they first said they was fucking it out. I was in here like, oh, let me tell you something. I was having a bad Sunday, like literally a bad day today. I was in the bed all day until I woke up to do the reviews tonight, okay? But bitch, that made me happy to see Jerica and Brandon fuck it out. Cause that's all I've been saying. Just fuck it out, okay? And they fucked it out. Like they fucked it out. Brandon got a nice little bubble booty on him. Okay, Brandon. You got that prison booty. You be doing prison squats. Ugh. Okay. And then let me tell you something. You ain't fucking it right if one of y'all don't start laughing or both of y'all start laughing during sex at least once, okay? They was banging so hard that the damn lamp fell out. Oh my god. We broke the lamp. Yeah, I was doing what I do. I said yes. Okay, that's all y'all needed. They wake up making breakfast for each other. She come and giving him in this box. And what's in the box? Some money. She was like, he said, nah, baby, this yours. She was like, I was saving this up. It was like, I mean, it's cool and all, but I still need some more. It ain't gonna be enough. She was like, by the time you sell the house, this will be enough to, hold you over. So just take it. And then he was like, okay, thank you so much. He get the hookup from his friend Louise, the one that he was supposed to fire at the job, and he don't fire him. But see, this is how you build relationships on the streets and shit like this, especially in the hood when you need hookups, okay? Because they was cool at the job and because he didn't fire him and he didn't snitch on him, Luis owed him a favor and he cashed that shit in, and he really wasn't trying to cash it in. Luis just said no charge right now, okay? Just go over there and help them. He brought the food truck in. He said my cousin can do this, my cousin can clean that up, my cousin can spray paint the van and do this and get your fake permit or whatever. From afar it can look fake or whatever, it look real, but if they look at it close, until you get your real one, you're going to have to be on the lookout. And he was giving him the lay of the lands. Okay, make sure you don't go certain places. You go to this other place where all the other trucks be. You got to be a little bit careful because some of them, they like very, very defensive about they protective of their spots and stuff. It's a competitive market. Some of them might call the cops if they want to be bougie and shit like that. So he was giving them the lay of the land. And I was like, that was cute. So Brandon do go to one spot and these motherfucking white people come out there and say, excuse me, who the fuck are you? He was like, I'm here doing my soul food tacos and shit. I'm setting up. He was like, first of all, no, you not. Second of all, somebody else, this is their spot. We just holding it for them. We've been holding down this area for 3 years, okay? It was like, I got my certification and everything, so I'm good. Oh yeah, nice forgery. Take your ass across the street before we go ahead and call the cops. I said, damn. Then Brandon moves to another corner, and the niggas that was with Reg, them young niggas who seen him when he came into the house that day, they see him, finna serve this man some tacos or whatever, and he was just so happy because he was his first customer. And he was like, they was like, yo, we gotta tell Reg about this. And I said, what the fuck? So he just selling tacos? He ain't selling drugs out the truck. Don't tell me Reg gonna try to fucking take his shit and make him sell drugs out the truck too. Like, what the hell? Reg can die too, okay? You know what I'm just saying? He can just fucking go. Because he pissed me off this whole episode. So that happened. And then, later, Sarah comes up. I said, we do not need this bitch. Bitch, you can take your ass and you can go somewhere. She comes up. He was like, how you know I was going to be here? And she was like, well, Luis tweeted that you was this way. So, I came out here. And he was like, okay, yo, so what's up? Chef knows about us. I said, what the fuck? Then he took it on home and he manned up to his thing. He told Jerica, I love being here. I'm so glad to be back home. And I don't want nothing to come through and to mess us up again. So while we split up, I messed around with somebody. And she said, messed around? What do you mean by messed around? He said, we slept together. I said, bitch, you fucked that bitch. Huh? God damn, I thought he was just going to say we kissed or whatever. And it was like, who was it? It was Sarah. She said, your boss. It was like, I mean, it is what it is. It just happened. It was a one-time thing. And then she said, okay, it's okay. And he was like, for real? She was like, yeah. And then at first, I thought she was, just taking it in, trying not to get mad. But then he was like, thank you. She said, don't thank me yet. He was like, what you mean about that? Well, I didn't know when we was going to get back together, if we was going to get back together, so I slept with somebody too. I said, you slept with that bitch that was at the fucking block party. You can't tell me she did. And then Brandon sat there, and that motherfucker put his hands in his head. He looked hurt as fuck. And I'm sitting here like, bitch, you fucked another bitch. She fucked another dude. Y'all were not together, so technically you didn't do nothing wrong. So what the fuck are you getting pissed off for? He was getting slight pissed off. You can tell in his face. I said, you better calm down. You better calm down. See, niggas be playing games, okay? They can go out and fucking cheat instead. And then when the woman do it, it's like, oh, hell finna break loose. Oh, hell fucking no. Grow up. Speaking of him, Tracy went to her little group, right? Oh my goodness. Tracy went to her little group. She was in there. Her scene starts off. She's sitting in there and she's saying how I think it was her father or her uncle or somebody in her family. They were in debt to something, probably sold her for some crack or whatever, gave her to these dudes. It was this older guy, okay? The guy was so much older than her. Gave her a room in the house, had TVs and all that stuff. Next thing you know, a relationship happened where I'm pretty sure it wasn't consensual. She was a child. She was a kid. She was like 14 or something years old. And she comes to find out she got pregnant during this time where I don't know, was it forced? Because that's what it sounded like. It sounded like it was forced. So I'm going to just put it like that. And when that happened, she got pregnant. She told him, I wanted to get an abortion. And, she just didn't want to be there. She didn't want to be there at all. And I guess somehow she got out and she's decided to keep the baby. And the baby wound up being Jason. That's the one and only time she was pregnant. Okay. And then, at this time we saw Laverne outside smoking her cigarette. And she comes in and she's Coogee Mama. And when they introduce her, Tracy notices and understands who that is. And later outside, Laverne confronts Tracy and was like, yo, you Jason's mom. I'm Coogie's mom. Coogee was a good kid. Coogee never hurt nobody. Coogee didn't have a mean bone in his body. Coogee did not kill your son. I know you probably thought that he did, but all he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He didn't kill your son. And she knows it. She knows it, and she feeling that guilt because she told Ronnie to go out there and take care of that shit. Okay? So when that ends, I was just like, oh, oh. We get to fucking Q. Okay? Quentin pops up one time. One time this whole episode. He gets into the car of Wallace. Wallace, I said, first of fucking all, why your doors ain't locked? This is Chicago. I don't give a fuck if you a cop or not. This is Chicago. Lock those doors, sir. Okay? Then niggas wouldn't just be popping up and sitting up in your shit. He was like, what the fuck you doing here? What are you doing? And it was like, look, bruh, I just want to understand what the fuck is going on. I sent Trice to do some shit, but he didn't do it, obviously. So I'm pretty sure he ain't the nigga that you need. He fucking up your shit, all right? get me back up in here so I can get these streets all together, and get you your guns back and shit, And he was like, tell me what I need to know. And I need you to he was like, you already know. I want you to say it. Who killed that boy? It was like, why does it matter to you? Because he's my son. I said, bitch, did not say that Q was the son. Bitch, I was like, oh my God. And then I was sitting here liking Q the whole time up until Q said, because that's my son. And then my man went right back to Tracy's story and I said, disgusting. Fucking disgusting. You are a disgusting ass bitch, Q, okay? I'm so conflicted because I want you to get rid of them. But bitch, what you did to Tracy, that was nasty. That was nasty as fuck. And then Wallace gonna say it was Trace. And I was like, bitch, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. Mm-mm. So Cruz, he was at a diner or whatever. He was talking to his girlfriend, wife, or whoever she is. She comes in the house. I thought you was working. Yeah, I'm working on this case and all this stuff. And she noticed Wallace was there. That he had some stuff on Wallace, and she was like, "Oh shit." He was like, "I tried to talk to the sergeant about it. She shut it down. So I think everybody's in on it or whatever." And was like, "Okay, cool." She tell him, "Baby, I'm late." He was like, "Late?" She pulled out a pregnancy test. He was cool with it. Bitch, next thing you know, Cruz is sitting in a diner. Wallace pop up and said, "So you went to the Sarge?" And he was like, "Hell yeah." Bitch, I'm telling you every fucking thing right about now. I'm pretty sure you had something to do with something. Here's Jason's phone. His 911 call was the last call at the time of death, okay? But then when we go to the logs at the fucking police station, the call was erased. So, bitch, you had something to fucking do with it. I'm gonna get your ass. Wallace was about to shit bricks, okay? Because you fucked around with the wrong person. This motherfucker is not finna let this shit up, okay? You about to go to jail yourself, okay? You about to get that booty hole ravaged, all right? That's what you about to do. Throw that ass in gym pop with Trice, okay? So you gonna lie and tell them that it was Trice that did it. Mind you, on next week's episode, um, um, we'll get there. We'll get there. So after all of this, we gonna get to Reg and Jake. Last week Kevin and Papa was trying to talk to Jake about what was going on with him and trying to tell him you need to slow down, you need to stop. And at this point, Papa got pissed off because he found out that Kevin shot somebody. Okay, he was like, "You ain't tell me." So Kevin had this little conversation with Papa, and they act so much older than they are. Okay, they are having grown men conversations. All right, it was like, "Yo, friends don't keep stuff from each other, and you doing all this stuff." He was like, "Yo, man, it just happened. I was just trying not to. I was trying to forget it and all this shit. Okay, I just that's all that it was." And they made up and all that shit. They was like, "But we worried about Jake," so they was gonna go over there and talk to Jake. Jake hasn't been at school that whole day, but they was, and Papa didn't even want to be in the fucking play at first. He's so concerned about the play. He wanted to tell the director that you need to do this because if I'm gonna be up in this play, I gotta be everything gotta be on point with me. All right, you can't have me up here looking bad because they ain't on point. I gotta be on point, so everybody else gotta be on point. I said, Papa, bitch. I love that little butterball. And at that moment, Kevin sees Andrea. He goes down there trying to talk to her, and he was like, I apologize that I didn't get a chance to call you this weekend or whatever after the roller skate, after the rink or whatever. It was just a whole bunch of stuff going on. She was like, I mean, it's cool or whatever because, my folks told me I couldn't date until I was 18 years old anyway. So, I mean, I guess we could still be friends. I said, bitch, that was a way of saying you should have fucking called me. And so you snooze, you fucking lose. I'm not interested no more. I said, this little girl got to stop playing games. You got to stop playing these little games, okay? She going to be running these games on these niggas when she grow up. That is a telltale sign, okay? And I felt bad for little Kevin. So Kevin and Papa, they walking at the school and, they trying to find Jake. They see him on his stoop or whatever. And it was like, why you ain't come to school? He was like, why you ain't come to the play? Bitch, fuck that play. I'm done. I quit. Well, we gonna be down to munch it. Don't nobody give a fucking shit. I said, Papa. And he was like, you ain't come to school either. Okay, and Reg ain't go to school. It was like, yo, dude, like for real, come on, man. Um, Reg pulled up at this moment and he was like, yo, y'all niggas wanna go get something to eat. And he was like, I know you, a fat boy, big boy, I know you wanna go get something to eat. I know your ass hungry. And Papa knows how to see Papa's gonna make it in this world. Papa is gonna make it in this world. I am not worried about him because some of y'all said some shit in the comments that pissed me off about maybe he gon' don't do that. Do not wish that on little Papa, okay? Papa needs to succeed. Papa is gonna be that motherfucker that's gonna have a foot in the streets, okay? He know how to work the streets and he know how to switch that colloquialism up and talk to the white folks with manners and shit. Cause when he see adults, he switch that hood shit off and he be like, hello, my name is this, Mrs., and all this shit. He just kept on calling Reg, Reg, and why do you do this? And I just like, I just love him, okay? And so they in the car, they went on ahead and got in the car with him, went to go get something to eat. And the shit that he was spewing up in that car to them boys about girls, which one of y'all wet your little dicks, okay? I know you ain't, because Papa said he's saving himself for his matrimony. You forgot that his parents are preachers and shit. And so he was like, I know you a virgin, little boy. I'm talking about you, Kevin. He was like, I just kissed her, whatever. And this motherfucker gonna say, so what? You could have groped up in the bathroom and all that shit. It ain't even like that. She not the type of girl. Girls that be acting like that, they all love hoes or whatever. And if they don't give you what you want and all that shit, you fuck around with their friend. They love freak hoes and all this shit. I said the stuff that he was giving and talking to them, like, I said, this is not right. He is the bad example of how not a good role model. This is why boys grow up and because they get this rhetoric from stupid niggas like him, and they be out here abusing women and thinking that women owe them all the stuff and everything's supposed to be handed to them, and out here raping girls and doing all this shit because of shit like that. And Kevin was sitting back there like he knew the shit was bullshit. Kevin got more sense than everybody in the fucking car, okay? And so they pull up to go get something to eat. This dude pull up and Big Mike, he looking for Trice because earlier Reg had picked Trice up from this yoga place and he was supposed to take him back to the crib. Okay? And so he was telling him, yo, so he probably got a bitch up in the crib or whatever and turn his phone off. That's all. I'll let him know that you looking for him and let him holler at you. Okay? Cool. So at this point, Jake see the little boy Corey that he had an issue with at the ring last week. And Reg talking about something, you gonna do something about that? Listen, I used to be scared too. Every day when I used to go to school, this little bitch used to fuck me up and all this shit until one day you can steal my money and all this stuff. Until one day I just said fuck it. And I fought the bitch and I got my ass whooped. Kind of found out it was a girl. And it was like, Papa was like, so what is the moral of the story? He was like, ain't no moral of the story. You just got to get out there and fight and make sure you're not scared no more. It'll make you not scared no more, whether or not you win or you lose. Papa said, excuse me, Mr. Reg, but that is the moral of the story. I said, Papa, you go get your little ass pop. Okay? And Reg, he that negative influence, that peer pressure. And of course, Jake go over there, see Corey, punch him in the mouth, and the boys beat his ass up. And then gonna look at Papa and Kevin and say, "You all ain't gonna go over there and help? You ain't got your homies back? What the fuck?" And he laughing at the whole thing. The cops pull up. Papa and Kevin didn't even get to do nothing, thankfully, but they still get put against the police car. Papa's so concerned about his career and acting and shit. So fucking funny. And after that, when the cops let them go, he was like, fuck this shit. Jake was gonna get in the car. Reg and they was like, we'll take the bus from here. And I was like, fuck y'all. I said, fuck you too, little boy. You need to let this shit go. The wrong fucking type of influence up in your life. Okay? We say kids need men in their lives, but correct men. People on the correct path. Not this type of negative shit. Okay? That's why we got so much shit going on in Chicago right now with these kids getting killed. But anyway, they were supposed to be going home. Okay? Next thing you know, we see Ronnie outside and he's outside the police station and he calling in a call to his grandmama house reporting elder abuse and saying that, it's a fire and all this stuff. You need to get somebody down there. And I'm thinking that he did this because later he goes into the police station. Cruz sees him and he was like, I'm here to confess for the murder of Coogee Johnson. And I feel like he did this so that the state will be forced to take her and put her in a home to take care of her because he's not going to be there to do it because he knows he's about to go to jail. Bitch, at the end of the fucking episode, they pull up to this like warehouse building or whatever area, and They get out the car, Reg and Jake. They was like, I thought we supposed to be going home. He said, we are after we deliver something. They go into the back, open up the car. Bitch, why he got Trice in that fucking trunk? Tied up, gagged and bound. I said, he was up in that car. It was hot as hell. Bitch, it's hot outside. That motherfucker is dehydrated. I was like, oh my God. I cannot wait till next week, bitch. And Wallace is about to get his. Wallace might die next week, and I hope he do. Because Quinn gonna confront his ass and say, I got the whole story. Bitch, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I wanna see who fucking house and what the fuck happened with Emmett when he was busting down that door. Bitch. Alright, okay. And let me tell you something. Next week, Sunday, that fucking episode better be a full hour long, okay? I want my full fucking 60 minutes. Not 47, not 45, not 51, not 55. 1 fucking hour, 60, okay? 60 minutes. You can tell me how many seconds that is. I ain't got time to calculate that right now, but I want the full hour. But that was, the show. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, and I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Peace.